Shit, his microphone is gotta make sure this microphone is aficionado, on point. Where's my damn screen at? We're gonna be looking at something slightly educational, of course, because I'm all about improvement and betterment. And right now, I'm researching into how to live like a nomad.
We're going to learn how to make an Adobe mixture from Terran Robotics, the team behind this awesome autonomous construction drone that aims to address the affordable housing crisis. Let's jump right into it. The first material you'll use is straw. This helps provide some tensile strength. The next is gravel.
Straw and gravel is both very, very inexpensive, which is awesome. I'll be more than glad to get busted up bricks, busted up cinder blocks in straw, just so I cannot pay expensive bills.
This improves the strength of the wall. Clay acts as the binder that holds it all together. You can add other ingredients, but these are the natural basics that have been used forever.
So how much is clay? I have no idea how much clay is. That's a question I have. What I need to do is I need to get the thing that what's that thing boomers use where they're able to talk into the microphone and it busts up the answer off of Google. It's just like magically up there. Something like that.
And also water. The main idea is to mix these things together evenly. As you can see, they're each conveniently used in equal parts. Traditionally, this would be done in a pit. The materials would all be poured together and mixed up by stomping on them repeatedly. But Terran Robotics likes to use this tart method for small batches so that they can mix things conveniently inside without having too much of a cleanup process.
So you gotta like be stomping on it like the Mongolian stomper, crush the gravel and the clay into a nice fine dust. Pour a bucket of water all over it. Like, yeah, yes. Dunk the bucket of water straight on top.
You can see they put in the clay and the gravel, started to pour some water in, and at this point added the straw. The water goes.
So we do clay first, then we do gravel, and we gotta have a tart, by the way. And then we add the straw on after we Mongolian stomp it and pour a little bit of water in there.
In gradually. It's easy to put too much water in quickly. Then you can.
So a very light amount of water at a time. So per stomp, light amount of water.
Continue to work the material, pulling the tarp over it so that it gets dispersed as homogeneously as possible.
So ultimately the job is to turn this building material into tamales so that you can enjoy it at its maximum capacity.
A few different methods to mix up the material. It's best to use a combination of them. Here you can see a stomping method.
Is he stomping or is he stepping? Because it's looking like stepping to me, man. You gotta put some force into it, man.
Conveniently, the tarp keeps the shoes from getting too muddy.
My name is Kit Tanthalos.
Look at this terrible acting.
My mother is Sorsha. She sent me here to come find you.
This acting is so terrible.
She told me that once long.
Off.
When people are afraid of artificial intelligence.
Listen, man, terrible acting is supposed to be something that you troll people with, not something that you actually do because you suck at acting. Okay?
Automating jobs are typically hand-based. It's just that, like, it's nice to keep this sort of technology in startups. Like finding a way for, it's like not all centralized. So this is called the ball test. You just make a small ball. Often people are like, drop it from ish a meter. So I'm gonna go with ish a half a Danny. So like that. Looking for it to splay out a little bit without any cracking or fracturing. This is actually pretty close. I don't know if I'd add much more water to this or not. I'd like to see the straw a little more evenly through the mix, which I'll do by kind of rolling it a few more times. Yeah.
All right, so note to self, if I'm gonna do this, grind the straw. don't get whole straw like this guy does. Because I'm not trying to work too hard with the straw. I want the straw to be a very grainy material so that, you know, it's absolutely perfect. I'm guessing the straw serves as a bonding agent between the clay. So it basically becomes the structure on the inside of the cement, of the Adobe cement.
Drop test, ball test.
What percent complete would you say the mix is at this point?
Honestly, I think at this point we could probably use it. I'd like to see it a little more, you know, when you're like rolling these over, makes it kind of burrito shape. I'd like to see that burrito shape holding together.
See, you know what I'm talking about. You know you got to make it look like Mexican food in order for it to be official. See, I'm not racist.
Just a bit better, especially like through here. But yeah, pretty close. Burrito style. It's kind of like consistent mix now. The cracking's a whole lot less.
So in other words, it's got to look like a pile of dookie in a blanket, like just a perfect pile of shit. And then you basically got it. That's what I imagined at first anyway.
So probably a little wetter than we'd mix it if we were using different tools, but it's starting to feel good. So there again, like, I don't know, softball sized handle of this stuff, balled up. I usually drop, I don't know, around my waist height. Good to go.
Yep.
Perfect.
So it's got
It
a
has
bit
the
of
consistency
display.
of fresh shit. That is perfect. So I'm gonna remember that if I'm doing this, when I'm doing this, because I'm gonna do it, this has to have a shit consistency. It's got to be on point.
Yeah, this tart method, it's not one we use very much in the shop. Occasionally we'll do like a small batch with it if we're doing testing, but when we're on build sites, we prefer to use mortar mixers at the very least, or bigger equipment if possible. Always kind of exploring how to mix more of this faster, better, more completely. But for today, this gives us, you know, a good look at what we've got to work with, and gets people's mind in the right place. It's a very plastic material. It's made with very cheap gravel, clay. A lot of this is byproduct from sites. So yeah, very cheap mix. This is not the way we typically do it, but it works well enough for today.
Yeah, so we're just slowly applying force to this block here, and measuring how much force it takes to crush it.
Pound feet, or what's the?
These are in pounds.
You can see the fibers running inside the crack. That's what's like keeping it from just a catastrophic failure, is the micro reinforcement.
It should be the straw, right?
So, it got up to like 3,000 divided by 16 is like 200 something PSI.
Yeah.
Yeah, code for structural in Cobb is 85.
So basically they're saying that regular building materials is 85 PSI per brick, but this can actually endure up to 200. So that's actually incredibly good for something that's made out of mud, dirt, clay, and gravel, and straw with mediocre stomping.
Our tests the other day we got about 1,200 more. These are all experimental, different amounts of fiber, different types of mixing.
Printed concrete is usually like 6,000 PSI, right?
Poured concrete's 4,500, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's 6,000.
Oh, I said that wrong.
Right. But Adobe only needs to be 85 to be, and that's code, is that an international code or a US code?
IRC, yeah. I didn't.
So it has to be 85 minimum. That's actually, okay, I get it. So 85 is the minimum spec. It scored around 200, and standard building equipment is around 800.
To the IRC, or appendix, I get it. I think it's an addendum.
Wow. And so how much variance do you see in your compression strength?
Well, these 3 different tests right now, somewhere around 100-ish PSI.
We did not start out as earth and building evangelists. We realized there were some problems in how people are living, and we thought, what can we do to solve those problems? And that led us to automation and to Cobb. And the big ones are loneliness and isolation, and a lack of community, and the fact that most of our building materials are they're killing us. And so we thought, is there a natural material that that is suited to dense communal living?
I'm gonna tell you this. What he did was he did the same thing I did. He was looking through YouTube and he seen some people living in dirt houses, and then he thought, how is it that these dirt houses can be just as structurally sound as a mobile home? And then it clicked in his head. Dirt houses actually are not a bad idea. So long as you can treat it right and you can put a nice roof on there, it's not a bad idea to live in an adobe house or living in a mud house or whatever you want to call it. As long as it looks nice and as long as it keeps you covered up, you can provide insulation yourself and then you can make it happen. I know that's what he thought. Don't try to make up this modest story about how it just came to us out of thin air. Nah, bruh.
Living.
You was on YouTube and you seen it like me.
And it itself is so cheap. It's dirt cheap. It's a pun, I guess. It's dirt cheap. And actually the process of building it traditionally is a very communal one. You're bringing people together to actually make the houses they're going to be inhabiting. Obviously, in the current market system, that's untenable. People cannot afford that, or they're unwilling to afford it. And so that's where the robot comes in and the AI. But even with the loss of communal construction of these homes, they are, because of the material, dignified homes, and they're ones that invite a sort of neighborhood or even city scale naturally. They're soundproof, and not just soundproof, but unlike concrete, they don't reverberate or bounce sound. They're bulletproof, which is a lot of fun to prove. They have that biophilic quality. The lines are never super sharp.
Oh man, he said we got the. All right, bulletproof, man. I don't think these are bulletproof, but they say they like proving it. So I mean, that's cool to think about. The only thing I care about is if it rains or if it storms, which it ain't gonna do in the desert much, or ever. But if there's ever any event that my enemy comes with a bucket of water, could he wash my house away? That's the question I have.
The earth feels like earth. It looks like earth. So people, even when they're super divorced from, the natural environment, in our built environment, there will be some natural qualities that are outstanding. So we just think it's a more dignified way to live, in addition to being incredibly affordable. But the really cool thing about all this for me is that it adds up to a neighborhood scale or a city scale. And so for that, our designs are reflecting that. Not only are we radically changing the way we design.
The way how I want to do it is, I want to have an Adobe foundation. And if I can't make one because it's just too much work just to fill up a whole giant slab full of that crap, then I'm just going to buy some concrete and bite the bullet on that one. I'm going to buy some, or I might just buy the concrete since I can put my wood post in first and then just fill it in and make sure it's level. So I might buy one of those little laser things that they use. They use those in, I believe more towards the west. More towards the east. They use those, but it's like a laser, and you put it against something, and then it shoots the laser across to perfectly where it will be when it's lined up properly. And then you just basically place everything off by each other, perfectly level. And then of course, levels are cheap. You can buy a level for $1, and then just lay the level on top. Make sure everything's level, everything's good. Have all the posts set up, and have the studs set up through the ground. And then have it basically like a sandbox and fill it up with cement or Adobe and have the bottom like that. So I might do cement because it'll be quicker. It'll be a lot easier to do it, kind of like doing a driveway. And then I basically treat it, I can treat it beforehand before I seal it off, or I can seal it. And then after I seal it, then I can place insulation, carpet, or tile, or have one quarter of it tile, So that could be the kitchen area or whatever, however I'm going to do it. But I want to have it set up to where I have all the amenities in one area. So it can be like a, what you call it, studio apartment. That's how I want to make it. I don't want no rooms and nothing. I just want it to be like a block, like a full, nice big size square, so that I can at least have 6 feet one direction, 8 feet one direction, 8 feet another direction, or 10 feet. So I want it to be probably like the size of my room, actually. I want the whole house to be the size of my room. And just build it about that big, so it'll be like a nice shed. And set it up with some modern stuff. Insulation don't cost that much. Drywall don't cost that much. So I can go out and buy drywall. I can go out and buy insulation. I can buy that stuff. And as long as I have the studs set up and have everything leveled and properly measured, the most expensive thing is the wood. So once I have the wood, I have everything else around it. It just takes the time for me to build it and properly do it. And that'll be it. Shit. I get some, because I looked into drywall, and according to federal standards, you have to have things set up to where if you're in a kitchen, the drywall you use for the kitchen has to be kitchen grade. It has to be basically, the drywall has to be able to, along that side of the wall, it's all got to be a special kind. So in restaurants, they use a special drywall that is water resistant and mold resistant. So it's really supposed to reduce the amount of mold that you get in the walls, because it's always an area that's getting hit with some type of water. So that's what I'm going to end up getting, is two slabs of that. So one slab's going to sit on top of the other, and that whole half the wall, wherever I'm going to have like a toilet or a sink or whatever, however I'm going to do that, might build a toilet outside. But however I have a sink and stuff set up, I'm going to have it on that wall. But learning about water reserves and adobe houses is where I'm going to start at. And then I'm going to focus on energy and figuring out how to get a battery. And I'm going to test this out before I move. I'm going to get a cheap motorcycle battery because they're like only $40. And I'm going to test out powering something in my house with that motorcycle battery. And then from there, I'm going to take that knowledge and I'm going to use it on that house that I'm going to build.
Design a home to accommodate an 8-foot, hopefully soon smaller drone. And what does that mean for constructing it? So, whereas normally you might have rebar sticking up every so often, well, how does a drone navigate around that? Or if you're going to spend a lot of money having somebody come and install lintels above a door or window, that's more labor. Do we just bring our windows all the way to the roof? It can all be audio, of course. So this is kind of our first standard home that we designed. And as you can see, our goal early on was, can we make it look something like a home that people would recognize?
Dude, that is not a home I would recognize, because that shit is way too fancy. Man, that's my thing. My thing with white people is that they be very obsessed with nice shit. It's like, it don't have to be that nice, man. It don't gotta be that nice. That is like if that was a house in a city or a state or whatever, that was a Florida house, bro, that would easily be like a $300,000 house. Easily.
People wouldn't be afraid of, which I think we are to some degree underestimating public appetite for new and interesting designs. But so early on we were looking at what does it look like for us to build a standard single family home, which philosophically I think none of us are on board with. I don't think we need more single family homes in America, but it was an interesting design exercise. This is, I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's an ancient Chinese multifamily.
I respect that opinion. I totally agree with him. I totally agree with him on that.
Jeez.
There definitely needs to be a lot less single family homes in America. America needs to actually hold on to the value of family. Totally agree with that. I respect that. You definitely get a like for that.
Style of living. Giant circular. It was designed to kind of, you'd have essentially a town, and the exterior walls of that town would also be the exterior walls of the people's homes, or often might serve also as a granary or livestock. And we just think, let's just make that a neighborhood. Instead of having just sprawling area with like giant lawns, what if there was an internal facing but communal courtyard and this external thing? And we don't want things to feel like a fortress.
Man, this dude sound like he talking about some shit that's way too fancy for no reason. Bro, I'm only here for the bricks, okay? I'm literally only here to learn about dirt bricks. All that other stuff you talking about, rotating gardens and all, man, bro, you are killing me. Let me see. Building with mud. Here we go.
Braden has amazed me. He's so strong.
You started aggravating me with that. He getting too fancy. Start overcomplicating stuff. Hold on now. Hold on. Go back to the text. So one mix will be adjusted to make 6 different earth wall mixes. One mix will be adjusted for 6 earth wall mixes. So you literally only need one mix for 6 walls. Okay, I think that's what that means. That sounds kind of far-fetched for one bucket to give me 6 walls. Hold on, let me see, because it looks like one bucket, man. Hope I'm seeing this right. This is one bucket of dirt. Techniques and materials used in this video are only approximations and not perfect representations. Is an approximation assumption? I thought approximation was a total accumulation. Approximately. Thought that means approximately, meaning in total. I mean, that isn't what approximately means? That isn't what approximately mean? Okay, well, I'm black, so I probably wouldn't know because I'm black. So he has one bucket of dirt, 1 scoop of clay, 1 bucket of sand, 1 scoop of sand, and he's pouring a little bit of water in there. A value or quantity that is nearly but not exact. Oh, okay. I'm gonna start using that word now that I know the definition and I won't sound stupid in my head. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I like his method. I actually like his method because you don't have a tarp. You ain't stomping on no dirt with a tarp and getting your shoes dirty. The only thing you're getting dirty is your hands, and I can just wear some damn gloves the whole time I do it. And shit, you make a mold and then you untake it loose and you pour water into it. Rammed earth. All right, mix number, I think that's it, mix 2. Wait, add last to mix. Is that the same mix? So 1/4 straw and 1/4 water. I'm not getting this. All right, I'm trying to understand because I see him do this. Shit, I appreciate you. Okay, looks like he has straw in it already. So he did do the straw mixture. And then he's packing the straw mixture on top of the regular mixture. Yeah, there's straw in there. So 1/2 straw, 1/4 water. And it looks like he's measuring everything by the cup. So that's actually that's easy to remember. It's not like Josh Wiseman where he's talking about teaspoon and ounces, and bruh, we don't do ounces. So I'm wondering if this third mix is going to be his cementing agent. Okay, so that's his brick. Okay, I see you. I see you. Yeah, man, that's ultimately the goal, though. I want to find me a nice little piece of land in the desert and make me a house out of mud, dirt, and bricks and adobe, and put a nice roof. I'm gonna go to the hardware store to get a roof, though. Like, I'm gonna get a nice little tin roof, and then I'm gonna add to it and add shingles and all that stuff to the roof as I figure building out and shit. And I'm gonna end up doing this type of shit. And I'm gonna build some walls, have some insulation and some studs set up, place the insulation between the studs, and then seal it in, put some drywall over it, and pay next to nothing living in some desert land. And I'm gonna see if I can get the smallest patch of land in the desert possible. Look at that shit. This dude making it look too easy. That's the dangerous part. See, when people make shit look all beautiful and all pristine and perfect, that should make you nervous, because that makes me nervous. Like, sometimes you see people work on cars, and when they work in the cars and stuff, they just are nice and easily just like, done. All right, now put this piece in here, and then the car starts up. And then you got the same car with the same issue, and he didn't tell you about this screw, this plug, this thing over here. Then when you taking your shit loose, it's fucking rusted. So now you got to sit here with a damn lighter and heat up your screw with the lighter, and then put WD-40 all over it. Get a socket wrench with a hammer and be bamming the fuck out of it with a socket wrench until the whole socket bust open. And then you got to get another socket and then try to get a cheater bar and break it loose. They don't tell you about all that stuff, man. They make it look nice and beautiful. But I do appreciate it, though. And before I forget, I'm gonna get this man his light, because, you know, we pay around here. What is that word? I never heard of that word. Wattle. What is a wattle? I don't know how you say that word either. Okay, you kind of captivate me here, man. What's going on with this? Wattle and dog. He's putting a lot of straw in this last mix. I'm not sure what the first thing was about that he just did, though. So he's making more bricks. You know, man, seeing him do that shit with his bare hands makes me think that there might be a time in between where he'll get stabbed in between the fingernails with some of that straw. Like, yeah. I'm definitely wearing gloves. And looking at this too, this makes me wonder if there's some brick molds that I can get off Amazon. I might look that up really soon. Because if there's brick molds I can get, then I can just make the type of bricks I want when I start doing this easily, and possibly get a U-Haul, rent a U-Haul for a day, and get most of the building materials that very same day. So that's going to be the ultimate game plan. Why is he putting that in there? Trying to figure out he has those boards between. It's like, is he trying to make a multi-layer brick or something? Light straw clay. Okay, so I'm guessing what he's doing is, because he didn't really explain exactly what he was doing in this video, so I'm guessing he's just demonstrating all the different ways that you can make a wall out of Adobe. So you can make the brick, you can do the brick method with, you can have smooth bricks, or you can have the bricks with the texture. You can fill in, you can basically fill in, you can make a wooden wall and then fill it in yourself. Or you can do it the smooth method, like those Mexican houses that have like this type of stuff like this, or those Arizona looking like houses that have it built like this, where it's all dirt and mud and shit, like in the middle of the wilderness. I see you. I see it. So you're just showing different methods. Okay. I'm gonna definitely keep this video in mind. When I do it, I'm definitely gonna save this video for later and watch later. Yeah, I'm definitely saving this video for later. So when I start doing it, then this will be a good reference.
A performance that truly matters.
Because here's the catchy thing. Here's the catch to it. The catch to it is that this looks like you're just playing with mud and dirt, but when you're actually done and you do it right, you can actually make a really nice fucking looking house out of it. And it's cheap. Like, I can tell he had professionals do this shit. He can't, there's no way he just did it by himself, whoever this dude is. Man, I built this all by myself. Right. I mean, if you're white, okay, all right, I understand. Maybe you did do it by yourself if you're white, because, you know, white people are great craftsmen. But anybody else?
I just like how organic it looks. It looks like a chunk of sandstone carved out of the earth, and feels substantial, and it's very durable. Rammed earth building is an ancient technique. We've taken it and developed some modern twists on that. This is a high strength building behind me, and it's insulated, so it's thermally broken. So it's structural insulated rammed earth.
Okay.
And that's Firewall.
I see you, man. That's a hot ass house, man. That's hot. That's sweet. If you brought a chick over there, she wouldn't care if the place is made out of mud, boy. She dropping the panties. You getting it.
It's the acronym for that. The
No
walls
debate.
are 18 inches thick. So that's 7 inches of earth, 4 inches of insulation, and 7 inches of earth. So
that's crazy, man. 4 inches of insulation. So that's what? 14 inches of wall and 4 inches of insulation. That's crazy. That's thick.
of insulation and 7 inches of earth.
That's thicker than a
So
lot of
we'll
houses.
source the earth at a nearby quarry, a gravel pit, and it's typically a combination of a few different soils there. We're pretty particular about how we source those, so we end up with concrete strength rammed earth. And there is 9% cement and some color pigmentation in there.
So I'm wondering, when they say rammed earth, is rammed earth like the techniques they use, like the layering of the dirt, or is rammed earth an actual material? Because I think it's a technique, but not sure. Like, and my other question is when you use these techniques, because if it is that technique, the other guy did it and called it rammed earth, but it wasn't smooth like this. I mean, it was smooth, but here's what I'm trying to say. What was the process that this guy used to get these bricks this smooth and all blended in together in one pattern? That's my question. because I'm trying to figure out, how did he do this? Did he do it like one brick at a time and then mold it together? And if so, with this type of construction, would it have some type of issues if a lot of water were to hit this facility? Because I think I see a line in between here for the brick that's faded out, but how did he fade it out? Did he fade it out by actually sanding the material against the wall because it's actually a fully solid brick-like material? Or did he do this because he made some type of cement and put it on the outside? Or is it just because, like what's the future of this building? That's what I'm trying to ask.
So we're probably a third of what concrete is for cement content. So the process of building a rammed earth house, this is how we've done it. There's formwork set on top of footings, and we compress the earth mix into the forms, and each line is a lift of soil that's been squished down pneumatically. So that is one lift. Probably started up here and then got squished down to there, and then this is another one. Started up here, got squished down to there.
Okay, I get it. So he makes giant slabs of brick, and then he places them down with heavy equipment. So that makes his building process a lot faster, and it blends the wall together a lot more. That makes perfect sense, actually. So he uses heavy equipment. I don't know how to use heavy equipment, so I'm not using your method. But you got a badass house, man.
There, and that's how the process goes. You fill it into the forms, and then you squish it down, and you just keep building the wall. This would be a day line, so we stopped work there and then started again up here. Probably lifted our forms up and secured them again and rammed up to the top of the wall. You can have.
So he completed a whole wall, he completed a whole half of a wall in a day. Not bad.
Not bad. Really straight, and some architects spec that, but for me, the interest is, you get a tiny bit of waviness and variation and stuff. If I did it again, I would make the whole house even curvier, because those are the walls I like the best. This is a auger mixing bucket that helps us out a lot when we're mixing and delivering the rammed earth. So you scoop up the earth, you mix it, and then deliver it in the forms, and then compact it. The whole day you'll run it on the Bobcat, and you scoop with it, you mix with it, you deliver with it. This is a pneumatic pole tamper that we use to compress the earth in the forms, and it beats down quickly when there's air hooked up to it, and move it along like this, and it does the work for you. Lift it over obstacles and rebar, and the walls get built 6 inches at a time that way. You do a little cleanup after you're done with the pneumatic tamper with a manual tamper. It definitely has a curing time, like concrete. You can actually feel the heat from the Portland when you pull the forms off. It's really solid once you've rammed it, and it's contained with the forms. You put a lot of weight on that right away. In terms of where you can build this, you can build it pretty much anywhere as long as it's high-strength rammed earth. So if it's traditional rammed earth, you're going to run into problems with freeze-thaw and spalling possibly, or water damage. But if it's
okay, he answered my question. So if it's regular rammed earth, you're gonna be susceptible to water damage. But if it's this reinforced rammed earth, as he's describing it, super rammed earth, I guess, you're basically immune to water damage.
It's high strength. We've built in India, we've built in Edmonton. So cold, hot, humid, it's all good. For me, there's a lot of advantages, but durability is one of them. The material waste stream.
Look at this guy's roof. This guy's roof looks more fancy than a lot of people's floors.
Is really low, and it's going to contribute only in a positive way to air quality in the house. If there are any disadvantages, that would be that it's heavy and specialized, so you need a contractor that knows what they're doing.
Braden has amazed me. He's so strong.
This house is for my family, my wife and my 2 kids. So it's a split-level rancher, and it has 3 levels separated by an elevation of 4 feet each. We kind of followed the lay of the land and tried to make it fit into the landscape as best we could. We're at the finishing stages. We're just setting tile, and
that's cool. That's actually a good ass idea. You know, you don't try to move the land to your will. You move your will to the land, because you're really moving out there you're moving out there to get away from other people. Let's just be real about that. Anybody that moves in the middle of nowhere, which I want to do, you're literally doing that to move away from other people and to save money. Two good reasons. Because when you're around more people, you get more problems and you waste money. And then when you're out spending too much for money, you don't get to enjoy your quality of life. So I see you. I hear you. Say he's laying down tile, so let's hear about that.
Thinking about countertops and ready to move in the next few months. We knew there was decent timber on the property, so we harvested some cedar and some fir, and we used that through the house. So any of the wood you see on the soffit, the ceiling, the beams, even the framing wood in the walls is all Doug fir from the property.
That's awesome, man. He uses all of the resources. So he's probably had a long career in carpentry and that type of stuff. But for him to use all of the wood in that surrounding area for his furniture, for his cabinets, for his roof, that's actually pretty cool, man. I was wondering how much that roof costed him. That's the first thing that popped up in my head. I'm thinking like, dude, that's literally $100,000 roof, easily. $200,000 worth of roof. But since he cut the trees down, I understand why. I understand why he has it like that.
Which was cool, but a lot of work. You gotta let it sit and air dry, and it takes time. The insulation is recycled from a friend of mine who is a roofing contractor, and the earth is from a quarry that's about 8 miles away. There's maybe 90 cubic meters in the house, and maybe 1 million pounds of earth. There is the use of rebar in here too to meet seismic requirements of the engineer. There's conventional engineered trusses set on top of 6x12 Doug fir beams, sheeted with plywood, and then we chose a steel fascia just to mitigate a bit of fire.
See, this is why I'm not fancy like this guy, because you hear all that work. Like, dude, all that work for something that's supposed to be cheap is like too much. Like, I get it, man. The wood part, that's cool. I dig that. I'm gonna do that too. I'll probably rent some damn expensive equipment and cut the wood and do it like that. I wouldn't mind having a portion of my roof like that. That would be badass. But for somebody to sit here and have contractors and all this, man, bro, nah.
Fire risk because we're in the bush here. There was a study done in Australia after a terrible fire occurrence. Rammed earth was deemed to be the most resistant construction in a bushfire situation. You can't burn it. The most important thing for fitting into the paradigm of energy efficiency with the new building codes is airtightness. We tested it with a smoke gun in the blower door test, and there was no leaks in the rammed earth. So yeah, rammed earth works well as an airtight material. And that's not to be confused with like vapor tightness or moldy or hard to breathe. With the new standards of airtight housing, you need to have a constant supply of fresh air. How you do that well is you use an HRV, a heat recovery.
Okay, I didn't think about that. So since it's airtight housing, you're gonna need a supply of oxygen because there's literally no air in there. Okay, didn't think about that. It's common sense. I'm glad he mentioned that.
Recovery ventilator, and that brings the fresh air from the outside, and it sucks in the hot, moist air from the bathrooms and the kitchens and the wet places in the house. It meets in a heat exchanger. It preheats the air heading for your bedrooms and your living spaces that's fresh. So there's a constant supply and takeaway of air in the house. We also have a charcoal filter. It's for summertime when there's forest fire smoke in BC out here. It happens a lot. The daily temperature fluctuations in a stick frame house, excepting some really nice kind of detailed passive houses, will be up and down just with the daily fluctuations outside. We're much more even. Like, it's going to fluctuate maybe a degree or two from day to night. If you have a cold night or whatever, you might not even have to have the heat on because it just is releasing from the walls with the thermal mass in there. We've got a Japanese product called a Sandon heat pump. It's an electric heat pump with CO2 as a refrigerant, which has a greenhouse warming potential of 1. But they only heat, they don't cool, and they heat hot water. That heats the hot water for the domestic hot water, the hydronic heating in the slab, and the hydronic heating in the HRV system. So I run a company called Earthhouse Holdings, and my goal...
That man said, no electricity to heat my water, man. We're gonna have this heat pump here, and this heat pump is gonna take old air as its method of fuel.
Now that I'm a BC builder as well, is to bring this to more projects and more people. I've been more involved with commercial projects recently, but I would really like to get people interested in constructing one of these. I've developed formwork that I believe in, and learned a lot along the way about how to save money and time. You get a permit, but it doesn't go through the typical avenues because it's not a wood structure that would fit into building code. Everything has to be engineered. We need a geotechnical engineer, an envelope engineer, and a structural engineer. That is one of the things that can add to the cost, but with the cost of wood construction right now and the cost of labor, I think that we're really close on price, especially if you're talking about custom houses.
Please share this video if you liked it. Also, be sure to subscribe to Exploring Alternatives and check out our...
Why should you get a Mr. Cool DIY?
Cool, man, but way too fancy for me.
DIY HVAC system, and the install...
That's way too fancy for me.
What I love about building with these blocks is it's like Lego for adults. That's what everybody can relate to. Hempcrete is a great insulator. It's fire resistant, it's easy to build with, and it's good for the environment. So our mix is comprised of hemp hurd, which is the inner core of the hemp plant, and we mix that with lime. The reason we developed this modular building block was to make it easier to work with hempcrete and easier to integrate hempcrete into current building standards. My brother's the one who invented the product, and Mac helped somebody do a hemp build that was in situ, meaning you tap it in place on site, and it was taking an extraordinarily long amount of time.
All right, man. I hope that this guy doesn't convince me that hemp blocks is better than Adobe, because I was kind of set on that mindset, and I don't want to see it crash down.
It had to wait for it to dry as well. So he was thinking there's got to be a better way. We love hempcrete, but it has to be something that's easy for builders to use to make it practical for a building product. So that's kind of why we developed the block, so we can be on par or slightly more expensive than conventional building materials, but way superior as far as the performance of the building once it's done.
So that's going to be the trade-off, is the price. These building materials are going to be a little more. Okay, I got you.
It's hempcrete with the load-bearing capacity of high-performance concrete. So you're getting all the benefits of a concrete wall with half the weight, and the insulation values are 10 times more. It meets or exceeds the passive house standards for energy consumption. We developed the blocks to be easy to handle. They're only about 25 pounds. They stack and interlock together and makes an integral structure that becomes monolithic once they're all put together. And it's fast to work with, so there's no waiting for anything to dry. Once you stack the wall up, it's ready to go. The black frames are the heavy-duty frames, which...
All right, my question for this is, if I could ask him a question, is do you have to supply some type of bonding agent, like a cement, anything in between each block, or is the weight of each block enough to provide some type of structural integrity?
Which are designed for tall wall heights of 30 feet. And the green ones are the standard duty or light duty frames, which are designed for residential, and they're good for freestanding walls of about 20 feet. So this is the internal structure that's load bearing and provides a structural support. This is the hemp lime matrix that we put around it for insulation. And this is a scratch coat we use so we can apply the lime plaster and the lime stucco directly on the exterior and the interior. But as you can see, it's pretty simple. It's hemp and lime wrapped around a structural frame. And as you can see here, we have conduit holes for electrical. Every 5.3 inches, you can run electrical conduit through here while you're putting the blocks together. There's no sand in any of our materials, so you can cut these with a bandsaw or a reciprocating saw on site. Now, we actually don't like the word crete because we don't use any concrete in our mix. So the reason we use lime as part of our mix is because it is more environmentally friendly. It reabsorbs the CO2 that was released when it was being manufactured. So between the hemp absorbing the CO2 as a...
All right, let me see if I can get a question answered. Do they have a page or something? I want to see what the price is that he's talking about. Because if I know if the price really, really sucks, I could stop watching this video right now. Yeah. What's the price? I declare, okay. 100 years, fire resistant. Let's see, what's the price at? Investors, resellers, customers. What do I want to find? Price. Oh, no, they want me to inquire. I'm hoping that he goes over the price in the video so I can stop watching it. Because it doesn't seem like he's showing me anything fantastic. Oh, yeah, I'll close this. Bye.
And you're done. Like you put the top of the wall on it, you can now put your second floor on or your roof trusses right on top of it. And as you stack them up, they're actually fitting on the sockets inside the supports. It's not resting on the actual hemp material. So that way you get a very even wall going all the way up to the top. There's an art to doing masonry, and you don't have to have that skill to do this with our blocks. They're self-leveling in effect compared to masonry courses.
Okay.
You cannot use hemp lime below grade because it will decompose. So what we did is we developed a product that can be made out of either recycled plastics or out of soybean oil to create foam. And so what we did is we've got a waterproof block, just like our hemp blocks, that you can use below grade now. And it's super light, same thing, goes up real fast. You finish it like it was insulated concrete form, except there's no concrete. So you just stack the blocks up, put your skin on the outside, you're good to go. And it's super insulative. It's got like an R70 value on it.
Yeah, all this stuff sounds cool.
So one of the questions we get all the time is about hemp. Why did we pick hemp? Well, when we first started this little venture, we didn't even mention it was hemp, because everybody would make jokes like, well, do you get high if your house catches on fire? Can I smoke it? So people didn't understand the difference between hemp and cannabis and marijuana. So we didn't even mention it. So we said, hey, it's a biofiber material, hence the name, just biofiber. But now that hemp is becoming more popular, people are beginning to understand all the benefits and thousands of uses of hemp for food, but also for oils, for pharmaceutical purposes.
What's the cost at?
The fiber has been used for thousands of years to make textiles. The reason we use hemp is because it's a great material. It's got a bunch of benefits. It's an insulator.
Quiet. Close your mouth, old man. I need to find this price. Facebook. Give me the secrets. Because you're telling me everything but the price. Where do I order blocks and what are the costs? Please PM us in Facebook Messenger. Dude, what is the fucking cost per brick? It's so simple. You got two products. What is the cost? I mean, bro, you trying to play me, man. Tell me the cost. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm cool with having alternatives, but if it costs too much, I'm not doing it. I'll just build my mud house out of mud and dirt. Says Logan Paul is a human turd. You didn't know that?
I just like how organic it looks. It looks like a chunk of sandstone carved out of the earth. And
Hey guys, welcome back to Sustainable Living. Today we're going to be talking about how to make earth block press machines all the way up to commercial applications. They also have mixers to mix your soil to the right consistency that will go into the hopper of the machine. Due to the prices of these mixers, we just ended up mixing the soil ourselves with the tiller, and I'll show you how we did that. So this is the machine that we used. As you can see, there are some rollers once the block is pressed out of the machine. I ended up not using the rollers. I found that they actually damaged the blocks more. This is where the block comes out of the machine once it's compressed. Here are your manual controls, so you can put it on automatic block make or press it yourself, and to close and open that chute to push the block out. This is the cylinders that actually push the block and compress the block up to 1,800 pounds per square inch. And then as you can see, there's the hopper that holds the material. This is where the block is compressed against the back of this plate, and then it'll eventually get pushed out onto the rollers. There's a switch that will automatically open and close the door of the chute that will push the block out once it has been compressed all the way out. Once you figure out the material that you're going to use, you're going to want to go ahead and screen this material through a 1/4 inch type of screen, and then you can line your dirt out to get ready to till it and mix in your Portland. You can see in this picture there are some clumps in this that is basically just clay clumps, so my friend is going to go ahead and till this line of dirt first in order to break down those clumps. Some of the things that you're going to want to be looking for when you're doing this is getting rid of any type of organic materials, sticks, grass, or any large rocks you're going to want to sift out. Those type of things are going to be the things that are going to break down your block or weaken the block. When you get ready to add your Portland cement, you're going to have to figure out which ratio you're going to go with. I know the internet recommends doing either a 5 to 10% mixture. I strongly recommend doing a 10% mixture. You can figure this out by doing a 10-to-1 ratio. 10 shovel loads of your material to 1 shovel load of your Portland. You can then figure out how much dirt you will need for 1 bag of Portland. Here you can see that we're turning the dirt on the side on top of the Portland, getting ready for the mixer to go ahead and do a dry mix of the Portland on the concrete. So when you wet it down, it'll mix more evenly. So you want to make special attention as you're doing this tilling that you keep the boom of the tractor above the surface ground so you don't kick up any large aggregate into your mix by tilling. After every pass, you'll have to go back with a square shovel and shovel up the edges to the width of the tractor wheels so the tractor can then go back over the mound to till it. We then make a trough to hold water in the top of the mound so the water will not run down the sides. Once that is completely full with water, we then take the tractor and till it and add water. We will continue to do this multiple times in order to get the material to the right moisture consistency. Now one may ask, why can't one use a concrete mixer? The problem is with the concrete mixer is that it just balls the dirt up and it does not mix the dirt into an even moisture consistency. Now I saw a guy on YouTube that was mixing his mixture with the bucket of his tractor by turning it over and under on top of itself. I could tell that his mixture was quite a bit dry versus using a tiller. You can see in these photos or video that as we till it and add more and more water, there's less dust coming up. The material is getting closer to the consistency that way you want. You're going to want to get a handful of this material and squeeze it into the palm of your hand and make a linear ball and hold it out perpendicular. If it does not break, you're getting really close. At this point, you then want to drop it on the ground, and if it explodes and doesn't stay clumped together, then you know your material is pretty much ready to be put into the hopper to be compressed. The material will have a damp-like feeling to it. Yeah,
it looks like fresh, like It looks like when you're messing with a garden or something and you got that fresh wet water. Looks like that.
Something that will clump together, that will be really muddy.
That's a fresh wet water, fresh wet dirt. Here we go. I never said that.
But it'll just have a very light, moist feel to it. Mixing the material will become second nature to you after you've done it multiple times, and you'll know exactly what you need and the right moisture consistency.
All right, bro, let's get off the dirt part and let's get on the brick part. Dirt is not that interesting to me. I want to see the bricks.
To come out. So in that last frame, you saw that there was a crack right down the middle of that block. Here we're testing the dirt. The material is not compacting the way we sand part and way too. After doing the soil test, we found out that there was too much sand and not enough clay in this material. It was probably closer to a ratio of 10% clay and 90% sand. So after further...
You reminded me of something, man. I just watched somebody else's video and I didn't give them a like. Let me go ahead and pay my dues. There you go. You deserve a like, man. That's a nice, beautiful
hey guys,
house.
Welcome back to Sustainable Living. Today
and you can get your like even though your video's boring.
Earth blocks.
Thank you. All right, man. See what, you know what? I'm about to hop on Street Fighter, actually. I think it's about time. I haven't played Street Fighter in a minute, so see how this day goes on Street Fighter. Yeah. A Fightcade update? What the? Well, what's updating? Russell Wilson. That man messed up when he married that lady. Watch this video here. I know they just made this one.
Get your holiday festivities delivered to your door with Kroger Delivery. Our refrigerated trucks bring you the
Let's watch
coolest
some
deliveries
tribal
of the
people
season.
eat some roasted
ऐसी
chicken.
मुर्गी पकी हुई मेरे अब्बू को भी बहुत पसंद है। वो गोश्त का बड़ा शौकीन था। इस बार मैं बोल रही हूँ हो सकता है उसने अमेरिका में जाके जन्म लिया हो।
भाई आप सवाल पूछो मैं तो इसे छोड़ूंगा नहीं।
Man, this chicken is absolutely damn delicious.
आपने अमेरिकन रोटिसरी चिकन के बारे में सुना है?
अमेरिकन रोटी चिकन।
चिकन का नाम तो सुना है सर, कमल की होगा। ये रोटिसरी क्या होता है?
मेरा रोटी चिकन, रोटी का चिकन, या रोटी के साथ चिकन।
रोटिसरी चिकन बनाने के एक तरीके को कहते हैं।
गोश्त और महबूब न खाए तो ऐसे ये भी तो नामुमकिन बात होगी।
जी मैं तो आंखें बंद करके अमेरिका की चीज जो भी लेके आओगे मेरे सर आंखों पे।
Yeah, roasted rotisserie chicken.
अल्लाह की कुदरत, लेकिन खाल के साथ है यार, मजा नहीं।
अमेरिका की मुर्गी देखो ऐसे खाते हैं।
बेइज्जती करी बेचारी की टांग उठा के।
ये अंडा मंडा तो अंदर तो नहीं।
Man, why y'all touching the chicken? Just eat it. It's chicken.
ऐसे करो ना ऐसे।
नहीं भाई, खाल तो वहाँ पे उतार दो, फिर पकाएं। अभी खाल का जायका इसमें आ गया।
नहीं आएगा सर जायका, किधर आएगा?
पहले ये हाथ काटूं।
They're like, yeah. The juicy ass delicious chicken.
शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से जो बड़ा मेहरबानी है तेरे वाला।
These fools trying to be cute, eating the wings and shit. Man, you better eat that damn leg, boy. There you go. Yeah. He like, yeah.
निकल गया।
ये निशानी है।
You know he messing that chicken up, man. This dude ain't playing.
तो सलाद इसी के साथ खाते हैं। कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि बकरी हुआ पत्ते खा रहे हैं।
बेहतरीन, सुभान अल्लाह।
This is superb.
खाते हैं जो बेहतरीन, सुभान अल्लाह।
नहीं, मैं जायके को देख रहा हूँ और पकने के अंदाज को। हाँ, आप खाओ ना, आप मेरी जगह पे हो।
ऐसी मुर्गी पकी हुई मेरे अब्बू को भी बहुत पसंद है। वो गोश्त का बड़ा शौकीन था। हो सकता है उनको भी अमेरिका की चीजें पसंद होगी। इस बार मैं बोल रही हूँ हो सकता है उसने अमेरिका में जाके जन्म लिया हो।
भाई आप सवाल पूछो, मैं तो इसे छोड़ूंगा नहीं।
आप लोग चिकन किस तरह से बनाते हैं?
एक इस तरह मैंने इसमें एक लट लगाते हैं सीख, फिर बीच में लगाते हैं, इर्द गिर्द कोयले हो बीच में लगाते हैं, इस तरह पकते हैं। बाकी दूसरे तेल में भी पकाते हैं।
लेकिन हमने जो रोस्ट किया था ना वहाँ पे नमक के साथ, ये इसी तरह साबित मुर्गी हमने मसाला वगैरह लगा के नीचे देख के नमक डाल दिया था, फिर उसके बाद कवर किया था। जो एलिमेशन क्या है वो उसके साथ एल्यूमिनियम के साथ कवर किया था, फिर रखकर 1.5 घंटा हमने पकाया था। वो बाफ पर ही पक गया था गोश्त, बिल्कुल इसी तरह था। वो भी ट्राइबल फूड में आप देख सकते हैं। एक दिन गर्दन का सालन लेके बना के खाते हैं, बोलेगी
घर में बनाता है, कभी आ भी जाती है गर्दन, लेकिन खाते नहीं शौक से। भिंडी बहुत अच्छी है।
मैं तो शौक से कभी कभी लेके आती हूँ।
मैं ट्राई नहीं कर रहा हूँ सिर्फ एक ऐब की वजह से, क्योंकि खा ले मेरा दिल नहीं करता। हिम्मत करो शेर, खत्म हो गया एपिसोड।
सर मेरी खाने की बारी है, आपकी बात
man, I don't care about all that, man. I just want to
ये
eat.
इतना मशहूर है कि अमेरिका में इस डिश के लिए एक खास दिन मनाया जाता है।
अच्छा, कब?
नेशनल रोटिसरी चिकन डे 2 जून को मनाया जाता है।
Hold on now.
वो अपने खानों की कितनी
Hold on now. We got a national rotisserie chicken day, and nobody told me. Hey, they better not hold no chicken holidays for me, man. I didn't even know we had that day. But thank you for telling me. I'm going to eat some rotisserie chicken on June the 2nd.
नहीं देती।
सर मुझे बहुत ही जबरदस्त लगा।
क्यों लगा? ये तली हुई मुर्गी।
तली हुई मुझे तो नहीं लग रही थी, आपको कहाँ से लगी?
मुझे तो लगी, तुझे नहीं लगी तो क्या?
और मुझे भी बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त लगा। मेरा दोस्त खा रहा था, मेरा दिल ठंडा हो रहा था। मैंने कहा भाई सुकून आ गया। उसे कोई खौफ नहीं है कि भाई ये टांग खा लूँ या वो खा लूँ, मंजूर कोई नहीं उठाएगा। बिल्कुल खुल के खा रहा था।
वंडरफुल चिकन।
हमारे यहाँ एक कहावत है, वो महबूब भाई को खाते हुए देखकर वो मुझे याद आया कि भाई कहावत है कि दुश्मन की मुर्गी को खाल समेत ही खा लो। आज पहली दफ़ा देख भी लिया कि भाई दुश्मन की मुर्गी को ये खाल समेत मुल्ला खा।
सही, अमेरिका दुश्मन हमारा नहीं है, दोस्त है सर। दुश्मन नहीं है, दोस्त है।
नहीं,
अमेरिका ये खाते हैं सारा दिन, तो हम भी खाएंगे।
अमेरिका शहर है, वो नहीं खाते, उसमें लोग रहने वाले वो खाते हैं।
इतनी मैं पागल नहीं हूँ जो तुम मुझे पागल बना रही है।
अच्छा बनाया है। कुछ ऐसे होते हैं जो कोयले में बने, जिसने कोयले में नहीं बनाया इसको, हीटरों में शायद बनाया इसको।
जी नाजरीन, आज की हमारी वीडियो आपको कैसी लगी? अगर हमारी वीडियो आपको पसंद है तो इसको लाइक करें, हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने दोस्तों।
Stop interrupting me. My Fightcade update should be done, and it is awesome. All right, let's play some matches. I'm gonna invite some D's to warm up, and then I'm gonna see if I can fight some C's. I should be ranked up back to a C by then. Oh, he took that game quick. Let's go. I seen that text. It's been a hot minute since I played Street Fighter, so see how this goes. I see you. I see you, young man. Gotcha.
Round 3.
Quick good shot, man. You got to bite. Nah, bro, this the streets. There ain't no fair fight. Oh, he gonna pick this cheap ass character? She's so fucking busted.
Round 1. Fight.
That was so lame. That was fucking lame. Okay. All right, buddy. Just want to grab me all day? Okay. It's all right. No. I'm cool with this. I'm good with this. I'm gonna put these fucking booty cheeks on top of your damn head and clap them bitches together.
Round 1. Fight.
Try it. Come on. Never touch me. You know where you going when this match is over. Straight in the bedroom. I accidentally jumped, man. I wanted to charge headbutt. Down. Yeah. Now let that be a lesson to you. Oh man, this is in poor taste. My fault. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Okay, I see you. I see you, man. It's okay. I see you. All I gotta do is break this shit. Simple equation, really. Sit your ass down. Nope, don't touch me. Don't ever touch me, boy. I'm about to shave your chest. Gotcha. Yeah. Now get this fool out of here. And I am not paying this dude's hospital bill. Nope. Thank you. Fuck. Ah, that sucks. I gotta start getting my reversals, man. This ugly ass buckethead ass fool. Hell no. Hell no. Damn, I wish it was like hyper fighting where his cross up, his anti-air doesn't cross up. Fuck, bruh. My damn DPs. Nah, hell no. Unacceptable. Perfect. I need a better throw. I need a throw that he can't tech. Ah, that sucks. Ken doesn't have an invincible DP with new Ken, so I took both the hits. Yeah, I know, man. I got fucked up. Look at that shit. Got you. Don't you ever do it again, boy. Gotta make me start playing serious. Let that be a lesson to you. Come on now, let's go. Oh, I hate this matchup. I gotta be on my P's and Q's with his defense. The hell are you doing? Nah. Nah, bro, don't try to lag the match out. You already threw it, so let me get my win. Look at this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, give me my win, man. You already threw the match. Thank you very much. Good job. All right, next. Trying to clear out the pond of D's with myself and get back to the C's. Once I clear out all these D's, I already beat him, then I'm gonna move on to the C's. And hopefully I can beat all the C's and then move to a B. That's the goal I'm hunting. It's kind of like that day when I found out that Popeyes has a blackened chicken sandwich. Dude, I drove to every Popeyes trying to get it. But all the damn black people online was eating it up. They didn't even know what they were ordering. Trust me, they ain't sophisticated like me. Oh, there's some lag here. Oh man, this lag is out of control. Bro, the fucking lag made me jump when I was trying to do my super. Nope, hell no. Oh, wow. Nope. Ah. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Dude, I'm the real karate master. I'm about to take this dude's black belt off and use it as a napkin. Get this fool out of here. I was thinking he was gonna be open, man. I wanted to clock him with that jump in. You got me. You got that match. Yes. Nope. Yeah. Yep, put a quarter in. The arcade experience. What? Hell no, that ain't happening again. Hell no. Fuck no. You're not gonna surprise me again. Nah, boy. The real hero wins. Me. No, it's okay, man. Don't lose heart. Keep playing. Nope. Hell no. Man, if you're gonna play Vega, you better be way more aggressive. Yeah, you might as well try to go out on your sword, man. Play with Ken. Yeah. Getting closer, man. Getting closer. Come on. All right, guys, next. I think I'm almost done with all the D's. I didn't fight this guy yet. And once I'm done with him, I'm moving to the C's. Oh man, Mega Man hit me up. I'm gonna have to take that, man. I'm gonna have to fight Mega Man. It's been a while. Oh man, he got his Zangief too. Okay, I see you. There's no way I'm gonna be able to jump in on this dude. Wow. 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 That fucking distance. This dude grabbed me like 20 feet away. Hell no. He's like, yep, I know you're gonna do that. Okay. All right, I see you. Jumped in the damn deep end when I fought this dude. But when I accepted this dude's challenge. Maybe if he plays the Shoto, I can beat him, but yeah, it is a good way to learn. I prefer to learn off stream though. So I can focus on what I'm doing. God damn. Let me think. All right. The fucked up thing about that body press is he's in front of me through a majority of the animation, and by the time he reaches the other side of me, I'm blocking forward. I'm blocking backwards. Nope, done. Yeah. Oh, come on, man. I forgot what the old T-Hawk code is. This dude got some damn reads. My damn kick didn't come out fast enough. Get sick of this dude. Hell no. About to teach him a lesson about playing with Zangief. I'm the real Zangief. What he do is he grab going from forward and all the way backwards. But it's all about his timing because he knows exactly when I'm gonna make a move. Wow, this dude perfect. See, now that there is worthy of a damn. Shit, I'm trying to, man. I gotta put, I gotta pick the worst matchup against him just to beat him. Wow. Wow. He like, nope, I see what you're doing. Like, we both looking at that distance, man, because there's an invisible grab box directly in front of him. That distance right there. We both were staring at the same distance. I'm thinking like, damn, you're almost there. We try to fight for that one little bit of distance, man. Man, I don't got no ideas. I haven't played this game in a while, man, so. Of course, I was gonna do that. I was hoping he wasn't gonna. I was hoping that he wasn't gonna expect it because how obvious it was. Wow. All right. It's all good. I got this. Every time I neutral jump, he's always gonna catch me on the way down. The fucked up thing about that is after that third tap punch, I'm stuck in a frame trap, so I can't stop him. My DP time has to be absolutely perfect. Yes. As soon as he seen me jump in the air, a neutral jump with hard kick, he already knew he had me. I'm sure he's been through that scenario probably 1,000 times. God damn. I'm sure he's been through that 1,000 times. What I was hoping for right there was on recovery I can DP, but I couldn't. And I just reversal attack DP. He tap punched me through my reversal punch, my reversal DP with a meaty. So that shit can't be relied on either. You see, I'm trying to use the neutral jump to bait him in and then catch him on a counter attack. But he's like, nah, I'm just gonna wait for you completely. To be honest, I can't think of a character I can beat him with right now. I have to at least give this game like 3 days of consistent play. Dude, where's my reversals at? Bro, they would not give me no reversals. At some point I made the decision in my head, I'm not gonna even try anymore. If I'm just on the floor, I'm just gonna have to take what I'm given. Yeah, once I'm in the corner, it's pretty much over. See, what makes him so hard to fight is that grab range. That grab range is so fucking insane. Because he has I think old Zangief doesn't have the grab animation either. So he's able to literally just teleport me into his arms. I see he's also reading my movement too. So that can be my advantage. That can be towards my advantage. Okay, I'm trying to understand, what's the point of Ken having all these stupid kicks if Zangief's medium kick goes through it? See, every time, because what I'm doing is, I'm trying to jump in, he stops me from jumping in, and on my way back down to the ground, I should have enough time to reversal him with a DP and hit him. But it's like every time it seems like I can't catch him. So I'm not sure if there's like a meaty that's stopping me from doing it, or if it's my timing sucks, or what it is. I'm trying to figure it out. So I already know what he's doing. It's just me. It's like certain things I'm trying to do that throw the match. Like if he gets in one time, I lose my whole bar. And I'm making like these stupid mistakes. Well, not mistakes, but I'm doing some stuff that I'm trying to bait him into, but it's not working the way that I want it to. So I'm trying to figure out if it's me or what. It could be me though. That's a fucked up matchup too. Not sure if it'd make a difference if I had old Ken or not, really. Just being honest. Shit, that's the closest thing to a jab this skin has. He like, yep, you know what? I'm gonna keep jumping in. Your DP sucks. He like, I know your DP sucks too much to stop this. All right, I failed to do a DP, and as a countermeasure, I tapped kick and got the kick move out. I pushed DP, I pushed punch for DP, and then I got the kick instead. All right, so short Tatsu, he's gonna hit me with a crouching heavy. It bounces me off just enough, but I take full damage from the crouching heavy. If I did the medium Tatsu or the heavy, I get hit with the crouching heavy, but it won't take out as much. This dude played like a damn computer. This guy plays like a computer. He's playing by inches right now. Yeah, he didn't bite. Got this crusty asshole. All right, let's fight some C's and D's then. I am a D after all, right? Oh man, I challenged. Damn, I'm good. Oh man, I wish I can take that challenge away. Yeah, I can. There we go. Whew, I hate fighting that guy. I already beat his ass plenty of times. I don't need to go through all them theatrics just for a win. All right, digital booty. Got to put in the work on this boy. Get my rank back. Sorry, man. Give it up. Give up. Accept your defeat. Perfect timing, man. That was perfect fucking timing. It's not gonna work again though. You gotta fight dirty in the streets. I ain't trying to get my losses, man. I'm 3-1. Okay, you got the reversal. My foot fucking touched him. If I came in close and then I blocked, I could have survived it. Because it would have went past me instead of the full hitbox taking me. I don't know why my fingers made me crouch. Everything in my head literally said don't crouch and my fingers just went down. Fuck. I see what you're doing. See what you fucking doing. I see what you fucking doing. How he slipped out of that without taking a blow, I don't fucking know. That weak ass DP got me tailed by a fireball. He jumps over my fireball and then DP's raw. Wow. Yeah, man, I'm not honoring that with a good game. Fuck no. That shit was actually starting to aggravate me in the end. I'm not being a good sport. Fuck that shit. I ain't LTG or nothing, man, but I don't know. I'm kind of pissed off about that one. Yeah, I'm a little fucking salty about that one. They always jump over the fireball and throw a raw DP. I need to see what media I can use to check the DP. That's what's getting me beat every single time. I'm not checking their DPs. You said no sound? I see the sound is playing. Is the sound cutting down too much when I'm talking? I'm gonna match this one with it too, just in case this is it. Everything should be good at this point. Yo, man, what the fuck? He did the same fucking move at the same goddamn time, and he wins. He can just walk me down and shit. That shit starting to piss me off. Fuck off of me. Sound. Let's see what's going on with the sound. All right, is sound in here? Let me see. Studio cam, stream sounds, cam mic. Spark SL. It's online. What about monitoring? All right, it's good. So the sound should be playing. Everything is muted. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it should be playing. It's playing through my screen. Let me try to hear something. I might have to stop the stream and start it over. Get sick of you, motherfucker. You DP ass nigga. You'll show me. Come on, show me. How do you stop it? Oh, you can't stop it? Fuck you. Fucking bitch nigga. Bitch ass punk nigga. Since my stream ain't making no sound, fuck you, you punk bitch ass, punk ass faggot. Spamming that damn move. Yo, bitch ass over here. Hell no. Gotta piss me off, man. Fuck you. Spamming that goddamn DP all day. Fucking punk bitch.